Welcome back to Sunrise Daily, coming to you live from our Abuja studio. I have with me two gentlemen this morning, Mr. Enyena Onuegbu and Mr. Nnamdi Obiareri, a former Commissioner of Information in Imo State. You're very welcome to the program, sirs.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewers.
Mr. Onuegbu, let me start with you. You know, since the last time you came on the program to discuss this matter, I understand there have been a few developments. Give us a sense of where things stand from your vantage point.
Well, the matter is a matter presently before the court at the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Buari, Court 13. And you know, naturally, we don't discuss so much of the merits of a matter that is pending in court, because it's pending in court. That is the first. The second is, it is still within the competence of the national leadership of our great party to resolve, and I think they have made some positions clearer.
Mr. Obiareri, when you look at the entire scenario playing out and the apparent Cold War that is really brewing now between those who are former friends, being the governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, and of course the national chairman, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole. How are things unfolding, and why is it that there appears to be this tussle between these two powerful forces?
Well, I think there are no conflicts brewing anywhere. What is an issue is the justice of the case of the governorship of Imo State, who is the APC candidate for Imo State, and which by reason of the current legal position rests clearly on Ugumba Uchenwusu. I'm happy that my colleague, Shifenyin, who is on my left, has clearly agreed that we do not need to discuss the legal issues because they're already in court. But the germane position of the law is that Ugumba Uchenwusu is the candidate of the party arising from an order of court to that effect. And the national chairman and national leadership of the party, of course, as responsible people, have no option in the matter other than to obey that and agree with that. So for me, there are no issues between the governor of Imo State, His Excellency Rochas Okorocha, and the national leadership of the party.
When you say that the national leadership of the party would not have a choice, considering the deadline that's looming for substitution, and of course the ongoing nature of the case, if it doesn't swing in your favor, is that not a potential outcome that you're looking at from your group?
Well, I think party politics is all about democracy and Democrats having democratic mindset. It has nothing to do with anarchism and tyranny. It will be clear impunity if we go against the grain of the current legal position. And I want to think that APC, being a party founded on rule of law and subject to the nuances of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, will never find itself where it is going against the grain of judicial imprint on this matter.
Mr. Onuegbu, what's your response?
I think it's important to correct a wrong impression the professor is telling. Ugumba Uchenwusu is not the candidate of APC. He's a claimant. The candidate of the party emerged after the 1st October primaries, and is Senator Hope Uzodimma. He's talking about a court order. There is no court order affirming Uchenwusu as candidate of APC. The case is talking of, they sued All Progressive People's Congress. There's no party called that in Nigeria. And they obtained an interim order for status quo on the 6th of October primaries that was abandoned, disputed, and subject of court litigation from the 4th of October. How can he be talking of an event on the 6th when by the 4th of October there was litigation preventing the party from going ahead with any proposal to conduct a second primaries? My learned friend is missing the point. The primaries scheduled by the party took place on the 1st of October. A winner emerged.
Was that process not annulled by the national leadership of your party?
No. By the time the national leadership was announcing a likelihood of another primaries, the winner had gone to court and obtained and served court processes with injunctive reliefs to stop any further primaries, because a winner had emerged and the constitution of the party prescribed the process. If you are disputing the victory of a winner, you go to an appeal panel with an appeal. There is no appeal. There was no appeal as at that time. And incidentally, we must declare, the governor of Imo State is not an aspirant. He is not the one contesting for an election. Why are we always presenting governor of Imo State, as if he is contesting an election? He is not contesting an election. Is it moral to continue mentioning the governor of Imo State, who is hiding behind the governor? We know that aspirants for this position all signed documents agreeing that a winner had emerged in the person of Senator Hope Uzodimma. A stranger cannot intervene in the person of the governor to truncate the process. So nobody can come and claim candidacy from 6th of October, because before 6th of October, there had become a litigation. There had become a supervening intervention of the authority of the judicial process. And nobody trifles with judicial process. The Supreme Court has said that.
Professor Obiareri.
So it's wrong to assume that because somebody went on 6th on a jamboree, a free-for-all, he's parading that as a victory. It's not true.
Professor, please go ahead and respond.
Oh, well, I think we will be careful not to discuss the merits of this case in court. But I'm here to outline the facts as they are and as they lie in the public domain. Before the Honorable, the learned judge of the FCT.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your thought, sir. If you can just hold your thought, I apologize. We have to take a very brief break. We will be back in a moment for you to conclude your thoughts. Welcome back to Sunrise Daily, coming to you live from our Abuja studio. I have with me two gentlemen, a former Commissioner of Information in Imo State, Professor Nnamdi Obiareri, and Mr. Enyenanya Onuegbu, who is a member of the governing All Progressives Congress. Professor, you're sharing your thoughts before we went on that break. Please conclude.
Yes, it's also important that I put it on record that I was also an APC senatorial aspirant for Imo North in Imo State. So I was going to say very clearly that we do not need to go into legal gymnastics, because it will be prejudicial and sub judice. But what facts are crystallized on this issue are clear. There is an order of the FCT High Court by the Lord Honorable Justice Ashi directing APC not to interfere with the victory of Ugumba Uchemusu. All the other issues are now joined and consolidated in the suit before the FCT High Court in Buhari, which the learned trial judge has decided to adjourn the matter sine die. So what is the legal position? It's very clear. It's no longer a matter for conjecture that there is a candidate that is very clear and established on the ballot. That's Ugumba Uchemusu. The other claims go to no issue at this stage. And it's also, I'm happy that the fine point is being made here that there is no dispute between the governor of the state, His Excellency Okorocha, and the APC national leadership. What I told you earlier, and I go back to it, is that the justice of the case of the candidature of APC in Imo State is an issue. I'm happy that the last man, the gentleman who left here, the person who is working in the stead of the national leadership publicity secretary of the party, agrees clearly that His Excellency Okorocha is the face of APC in Imo and in Southeast in particular, and that is a respected national leader. So when matters like this come up, naturally, he's expected to have a position. And it is not correct that Ugumba Uchemusu is not speaking for himself. He's a party on record. He has taken steps, even in courts, to protect his mandate, freely given to him by Imo people, and they have faced APC extraction.